This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to the Toronto Blue Jays franchise mode here on the channel. Of course, if you're new right now, what I want you to do is hit that like button. Just kidding. Wait it out a minute, 2, 3, however long you have to put up with me to figure out if you like me or not. Then let me know in the comments section down below. What I want to ask you guys today is, how's your day going? Let me know in the comments. Today's question for this episode will be in the comments as well. So right first thing we have to do is look at the bullpen. It is goddamn awful. Joe Biagini, the best ERA, 3.71. Almost need to plug him into the starting rotation for Sean Reed-Foley. And in fact, that's exactly what we're going to do right here, right now. Because Joe Biagini could use some time in the starting rotation. He's been the second best pitcher on staff all season long. So keep that in mind. Sam Sims coming in, getting it done. Aaron Loup is facing a demotion after we are going to make this trade right here, guys. You have asked for it. It's been a growing concern this season that we almost need to quick retool, rebuild. So Josh Donaldson out the door. Following him out the door will be as well Kevin Pillar, who's 31 years old, down from a 79. He's upset about his contract, just upset about being in Toronto at this point. He's going down on the marker and he's having a down year. So we're going to get Kevin Pillar out the door as well. And in return, this is a hell of a haul back in return. How about that? Trade our top player for the Chicago Cubs' top player in KRIS Bryant. That gives us a lot of trade value there. So we will bring in Albert Almora Jr. as well. And then we'll go get, like I mentioned, a bullpen arm who can help us out. And that would be in the form, can we get Carl Edwards Jr.? No, we cannot. Trevor Rosenthal, don't want him back. And Pedro Strop, don't need him back. But how about that? We can get Shea Simmons as well. So the big move actually saves us $5 million in cap space, if you can believe that as well. So that is a massive move. And the big thing is, you take a look at KRIS Bryant's contract, why this makes so much sense. How about that? He's locked up for 6 years for no matter what, less than what Josh Donaldson is making currently. So the trade, let's offer it to the Cubs. Sounds like a good trade. We'll accept it. Now that gives us a couple of holes in our lineup where KRIS Bryant fills right in and Albert Almora Jr. fills right in there. That means we'll have to go get ourselves a bench player. That's okay. We can do that. We can do that. No problem. Right now, actually, I don't want to set anyone down because Luke Maley is supposed to be our bench player. So we'll hold off on that for right now. KRIS Bryant, get him in. And Albert Almora Jr., get him in right there. KRIS Bryant in there. And now all of a sudden, KRIS Bryant's up to a 94 overall. Ooh, we'll take that. And KRIS Bryant just got to get in against lefties with no DH. And hopefully that helps us out a little bit. So you see Albert Almora Jr., kind of that contact guy we are looking for with this team. Bo Bichette, he needs to figure it out. So does Ken Labine and the rest of the team. But right now we've got a new hot bat in the lineup competing with Garrett Akers' 333 batting average. And you see league leaders in batting average. Well, we got 2 of the top 10. So this should help us out a little bit. It's a big move that I don't know if it makes sense quite yet. And Shea Simmons, yes, okay, so he'll move to middle relief. He's had a .038 ERA. There's a reason I picked him up, and he's been absolutely stingy. He had a rough season in Chicago last year, but he's been good this season for us. And we'll see what he can do from a 78 overall perspective. And we'll send down Aaron Loup down to AAA at this point because Aaron Loup really not getting it done. He is the second lowest on the totem pole in the bullpen. And now Aaron Loup down there in AAA. So we've sent 2 major league guys down to AAA. We've called one up and sent another one in via trade. Let's go get the Chicago White Sox series done. Well, 2 out. Garrett Aker at second base, and the Blue Jays win 6-5. So already the first victory. Big time for trades. Teoscar Hernandez going from the Cardinals to the Twins. Mike McCollis and Jed Jirocco going as well. Man, Miguel Sano, talk about a guy who can hit home runs. 5-1 win, and of course, yes, big time, big time. It's the draft as well in this episode. You thought you were going to get absolutely nothing. Well, we aren't going to get much in this first round draft because the problem being We gotta figure out where our guys are. Sorted column. See a couple of choices here. 2023. Need the 80 overalls though. And where are we gonna find our 80 overalls? Let's go find them. 80 overall right there. So what do we got? We've got one green guy, Michael Stafford. We could use a first base guy, that's for sure. Any other green lighted guys in the first round? Well, 75 overall is the next highest green lighted player. So we'll go after Michael Stafford and see what he can do for us. This is just going to be a botched draft because, well, we already are stacked with prospects. It's just a matter of bringing them along at this point. And you see Keith Fuentes is quite a jumpable guy right now, but I want 80 overalls that may be able to be more impactful in the lineup. Rico Encarnacion, kind of that guy that jumps out to you and makes you think, what could we do with that guy? And I like where he's at right now, so I'm going to take Rico Encarnacion. Scroll through, see who I like, see what I want, and see what we can get. So second round, we have our third round draft pick now. See if anyone's available nice and early. Carmen Ibarra, not really looking too good. But you see Ricky Chester, a great option as well at that top. 21 years old, shortstop. Don't really need a shortstop, but if we can convert, like, I don't know where we can convert him. You see, we're balanced deep at relief pitcher and shortstop. Thin in the outfield, though. Thin in the outfield. So that's where we maybe need to figure out where we can find an outfielder, and let's go take a look. Right field, what do we got? In terms of overalls, 70 overall, 70 overall. You see they're down there at 55. Could take a chance on Anthony Miura. Or we could go and try and find somebody in left field, like a Geronimo Sanchez. You know what? It's worked before. We'll take Geronimo Sanchez in the third round and see about that right fielder in the next round. Take no relief pitchers because I'm not too worried about signing relief pitchers at this point. And William Ryu, we'll take him. He's got good contact and another hot ticket left fielder. Take shots, right? Shots in the dark is kind of what this franchise mode is all about, and now we need to really hone in and find someone. Nobody's really willing to take a risk on these starting pitchers, and I'm willing to take maybe a risk on Sidney Rodiker. Take a relief pitcher in the 6th round or 5th round, go into the 6th round and hopefully find anybody that can come in and make an impact for us. You see not much of anything over there. Ricky Crow, not really available. He's 70 overall at this point. You know what? Let's take Ricky Crow. Let's see what we can do. Draft is done. We're picking guys with a lot of potential. They took Drew Neal. We're going to finish off and simulate through this episode. And Rafael Gomez. That one hurts because Rafael Gomez is our pitching prospect from the last draft. 6-5 victory. 5-1 Carlos Rodon continuing his hot streak. And then you've got Alex Wood getting the victory in a 7-1 victory. What I have to show you now, let's go to the awards section, and you see Carlos Rodon not even in contention for the Cy Young at this point. Garrett Richards and Denny Salazar are the other guys in there. So what's the lineup doing? Well, Garrett Aker, what isn't he doing? Up to an 85 on his contact versus right, and he's up to an 80 overall. Devin Travis, 290 average, 8 homers, 32 RBIs. KRIS Bryant, 15 homers, 50 RBIs, and a 329 batting average. He's really not hitting as well as he did here in Toronto as he did in Chicago, but give him a couple of games. It is only one series and he had how many RBIs? Just Smoke, 7 homers, 27 RBIs. Vlad Jr. getting it done. Bo Bichette just struggling. Ken Labine struggling as well. Not as hot as he was to start the year, but he's coming along nicely. Albert Almora Jr., 5 home runs, 20 RBIs, 285 batting average. He's coming. He's coming. He'll be good. And Luke Mailey still getting it done at catcher. You see up from a 70 to a 72 overall. And 4 homers, 16 RBIs, 1 more RBI gets him tied for a career high. Tommy Wells, though, getting in, getting it done. And now Rowdy Tellez has an RBI. Pitching rotation, Marcus Stroman still struggling. Alex Wood coming down. And Joe Biagini getting it going. He hasn't pitched a game yet, so hold on. Danny Barnes, 509. Shea Simmons still hasn't touched his ERA. And Sam Sims, 3 earned runs, 3 innings pitched, not bad. Roberto Osuna, only 10 saves. Thing is, he's falling apart because he is failing the all-star level. So this team, Just got to turn it on a little bit, and we got to go take a look at our pitching prospects. Totally forgot about those guys. 79 overall, and we absolutely dudded on this draft. Oh my god. 79 overall. We'll sign him to a 70 overall contract. He's 60 overall right now is Michael Stafford. Rico Encarnacion, will sign him to a contract. He's 72 overall. But a low Ks per 9, but that's not going to hurt him. He'll be very usable in terms of the rest of the way home. Geronimo Sanchez, D potential. William Ryu, D potential. Sidney Rodner, oh man, just a brutal draft. And Ricky Crow, 72 overall potential. We'll get him to fill out the roster. New blood in there in AA, I guess. Brutal. Let's get through this Tampa Bay series and see where we stand. Raul Mondesi at second base. They will not get the run home. We're on a 4-game winning streak, and we've won quite a few. Keep Alex Wood active, 7-2, and we'll place Alex Wood on the bench. See what he can do for us back in the lineup. You see Sean Reed Foley came in and filled in, but Alex Wood got to get back in there. Joe Biagini getting it going, and the lineup, Devin Travis 292, Garrett Akers 335, KRIS Bryant 326, 17 homers, 53 RBIs. One more series and we are done for the day. Well, tied 3-3. Yeah, that's figures. Sam Sims on the mound. Tied 2-2. Sam Sims on the mound. We win that one 4-2. Lose that one 4-1. And Bo Bichette in a top of the 9th situation. Zach Britton will shut us out. White Sox want to offer us to trade Kevin Smith for Juan Kelly. Well, Kevin Smith, a 68 overall catcher. Don't need Kevin Smith at all. So guys, we're 32-41. We're kind of bottom feeding. Just having a good time trying to develop some prospects. You see Bo Bichette suddenly got hot. So did Ken Labine. Albert Almora getting it going. And man, oh man, Luke Maley figuring it out for us. So Vladdy G Daddy, like, this team's going to turn the corner eventually. It's just a matter of when. And you guys will find out in the next episode. Guys, thank you for tuning in. This is Dolynny TV. I will catch you guys, as always, in the next one.